Why did the gingerbread cookie go to school? Because he wanted to be a smart cookie. Now let's take a trip down memory lane and explore the origins of this beloved holiday treat. Picture this. You're in ancient Greece, over 2,000 years ago. The air is filled with the scent of honey and spices, and you're about to taste the world's first gingerbread. But this isn't the cookie you're familiar with. No, this early version was used for medicinal purposes, leveraging the properties of ginger to soothe the stomach and cure inflammation. Fast forward to the Middle Ages and we find ourselves in medieval Europe, where gingerbread has evolved into a sweet and spicy treat. It's here that gingerbread baking became an art, with guilds of gingerbread bakers crafting intricate designs and shapes. But how did we get from a simple spiced biscuit to the charismatic gingerbread men we know and love today? Well, we can thank none other than Queen Elizabeth I of England. Yes, you heard it right, the Queen herself. She is credited with the idea of decorating gingerbread men, which were presented as gifts to her esteemed guests. Picture this: royal banquets with tables adorned with gingerbread cookies, shaped and decorated to resemble the dignitaries present. Quite a charming and delicious way to honor one's guests, wouldn't you say? These were no ordinary cookies. They were a symbol of status and sophistication, a royal delicacy. And there you have it, the bittersweet beginnings of gingerbread. From a medicinal biscuit in ancient Greece to a sweet and spicy treat in medieval Europe, and finally to a royal delicacy in the court of Queen Elizabeth I. So the next time you bite into a gingerbread cookie, take a moment to appreciate its rich and fascinating history. Because behind every bite, there's a story waiting to be told, a journey waiting to be explored. And just like that, gingerbread went from a simple biscuit to a royal delicacy. But the best was yet to come. So gingerbread had made quite a name for itself, but it was still missing a home to call its own. Now, imagine this: a house made entirely of sweets and gingerbread. Sounds like something out of a storybook, right? Well, that's because it is. This whimsical concept, believe it or not, was inspired by a fairy tale. The brothers Grimm, renowned for their captivating tales, presented the world with a story of two children, Hansel and Gretel, who stumble upon an enchanting house made entirely of edible treats in the woods. The house was described as a feast for the eyes and the stomach, with its roof tiles of icing, walls of gingerbread, and windows of clear, sugary candy. It was a sight to behold, a delectable surprise in the midst of a dense forest. This imaginative depiction sparked the interest of bakers far and wide, leading them to recreate this edible architectural marvel in real life. As the story of Hansel and Gretel spread across Europe, the gingerbread house started to take shape in the kitchens of imaginative bakers. They used their culinary skills and creativity to bring the fictional house to life, crafting intricate designs with gingerbread and adorning them with a variety of sweets. These edible houses were initially made as novelties or gifts, but their popularity soon soared. Their intricate designs and the sheer novelty of an edible house made of sweets and gingerbread captured the hearts and imaginations of children and adults alike. The charm of the gingerbread house was irresistible, and it quickly became a beloved tradition. But the story doesn't end there. The gingerbread house, inspired by a fairy tale and born out of creativity and culinary skill, was about to embark on a journey that would see it become a cherished holiday tradition. And thus, a fairy tale led to the birth of the gingerbread house. But how did it become a holiday tradition? Stay tuned to find out. Now imagine a world where creating a gingerbread house becomes a must-do holiday activity. Sounds dreamy, doesn't it? Well, let's take a quick trip back in time to the 19th century, to a land far, far away, where German immigrants, with their rich cultural heritage and culinary skills, decided to create a little magic in the New World. They brought with them the tradition of gingerbread houses, a tradition deeply rooted in their homeland's love for gingerbread cookies. Picture this: a traditional German Christmas market, filled with the sweet, spicy aroma of freshly baked gingerbread cookies. Among the gingerbread men and women, there were also intricate gingerbread houses adorned with icing, candies, and chocolate. This delightful tradition soon found its way across the Atlantic and captured the hearts and imaginations of Americans. It didn't take long for gingerbread house making to evolve into a beloved holiday tradition. Families gathered around the table, armed with bowls of icing, colorful candies, and slabs of gingerbread, ready to construct their edible masterpieces. The air filled with laughter, creativity, and the sweet scent of gingerbread, creating memories that would last a lifetime. But it wasn't just a family affair. The art of gingerbread house making took the world by storm. Contests sprang up, challenging bakers to push the boundaries of their creativity. Exhibitions showcased elaborate gingerbread houses, from quaint cottages to grand castles, proving that when it comes to gingerbread houses, the sky's the limit. And so, this German tradition found its place in the American Christmas narrative. It became more than just a festive activity. It became a symbol of togetherness, a celebration of creativity, and a testament to the enduring charm of gingerbread. So, from a fairy tale to a festive tradition, the gingerbread house sure has come a long way, but the journey isn't over yet. Fast forward to the 21st century, where the gingerbread house is no longer just a house. An array of gingerbread creations have emerged, each one more intricate and imaginative than the last. No longer are we restricted to the quaint frosting-covered cottages of yesteryears. From towering gingerbread castles to miniature gingerbread skyscrapers, the humble gingerbread house has undergone quite the transformation. The evolution of the gingerbread house is a testament to the boundless creativity of humankind. Just as architects use blueprints to design breathtaking structures, so too have bakers begun to approach their gingerbread creations with a similar level of detail and precision. The result? Gingerbread structures that are as much a feast for the eyes as they are for the palate. But the evolution of the gingerbread house isn't just about grandeur and complexity, it's also about accessibility. Enter the gingerbread house kit. These kits, complete with pre-baked gingerbread pieces, icing, and an assortment of candies for decoration, have made the tradition of gingerbread house making accessible to everyone. It doesn't matter if you're a seasoned baker or a novice, young or old, these kits provide a fun and easy way to partake in this sweet tradition. And it's not just the traditional kits we're talking about. There are now kits for gingerbread trains, barns, and even tree houses. The variety just adds another layer of fun and creativity to the mix. It's clear that the gingerbread house has come a long way from its humble beginnings, and it's exciting to think about where it could go next. But regardless of how elaborate or simple, traditional or modern your gingerbread creation might be, the essence of the tradition remains the same. It's about coming together, about creating something with your own two hands, about the joy of the holiday season. So, whether you're an architect or a baker, there's a gingerbread project out there for you. So, what does the future hold for our beloved gingerbread house? Only time will tell. As we stand on the precipice of the future, we can't help but wonder what might be in store for our sweet, spiced friend. Imagine a future where the gingerbread house is not just a holiday tradition, but a year-round delight, where we can express our creativity in new and innovative ways. Picture a world of virtual gingerbread house building contests, where you can design, build, and share your creations online, where the limitations of gravity and structural integrity are thrown out the window, and the only limit is your imagination. In this brave new world, the gingerbread house could evolve into something even more fantastical. Ever thought about a gingerbread skyscraper or a gingerbread spaceship? The possibilities are endless, and with the rise of 3D printing technology, we might even see the day when we can print our own gingerbread creations at the touch of a button. But let's not forget the heart of the gingerbread house, its deliciousness. With the advancements in food technology, we could soon have new flavors and textures to play with. Spicy gingerbread, anyone? Or how about a gingerbread house with a melting chocolate interior? The future of the gingerbread house is not just about the technology, but also about the people who make them. It's about the bakers, the artists, and the creative minds who continue to push the boundaries of what's possible. It's about the families and friends who come together each year to build and enjoy these sweet creations. Remember, the next time you're biting into a gingerbread house, you're not just enjoying a sweet treat, you're taking part in a tradition that's been years in the making. And who knows, you might be the one to take the gingerbread house into the future. Until then, keep baking, keep creating, and most importantly, keep eating. After all, why did the gingerbread man go to the bakery? Because he felt a little crumby,